Yes, way, new view, new you.
You don't know what you done to me. You don't know how you set me free. You don't know the words you spoke upon me. You don't know what you mean to me.
How y'all doing this
Stepped
morning,
up on
family?
me, said I was gonna be your wife. I was surprised, cause I didn't date your type. Had so many fuck boys in my life. I thought I had earned my 3 stripes. You don't know what you've done to me. You don't know how you set me free. You don't know the words you spoke upon me. You don't know what you mean to me. You see in my beauty everything that's real. Oh, because I'm happy, I can finally heal. You show me my greatness, now I'm so need. My eyes are watching God. I'm telling my sisters Superman is real. You don't know what you've done to me. You don't know how you set me free. You don't know the words you spoke upon me. You don't know what you mean to me. I was blind, now I can see that you are the truth, and now I believe. I was blind, now I can see that you are the truth, and the truth. Oh, baby, that I will be greater than, I will be greater than you. You told me that I will be greater than, I will be greater than you. Told me that I will be greater than, I will be greater than you. Told me that I will be greater than, I will be greater than you. Save me from myself. You came and claimed me. Nobody else.
Yo. That's what Sophia said. They got a special channel, it's like sensory. You know what I'm saying? People want to see it. Like they might be whispering. Remember we was watching that show?
Mukbang Nation channel?
It's a SM. She'll Sophia, put that up again. ASMR, something like that. Remember?
Mukbang Nation,
Look,
yeah.
imagine us as a couple. We just sitting there, listening to some music, fucking some fruit up. It's dripping. Bro.
That's some pussy shit.
Yeah, man.
I don't do no pussy shit.
I'm gonna do it.
Yeah, you can do that.
Full court press, you know what you need. Someone that's about you, girl. I'm selfish, left side of your chest. No, it's gold, it's a treasure. It's kinda cold right now. Let me keep you warm in this weather now. Loving you is my calling. Girl, I'm ready to put my all in, yeah. I'ma show you what it feels like to be loved. Hold you down when we pop out, girl, I hold you up. No other feeling compare. My intuition sends your love in the air. Baby, just hold tighter if you feel that you scared. I know the way you feeling really feel like it's real. Ain't no probably. Wanna know how it feels having you on this side of me. Instantly, intimacy, enjoy your company. Tenderly and gently, that's the vibe for me, yeah. Get you ain't going nowhere. This day to love, girl, I wanna go there. You the biggest drip, I don't need no mind clear. Girl, I'm ready, let me know whenever your mind clear.
Remember that mukbang shit you just said? I want to speak on that when I get to the board. Remind me of that.
Okay.
I'm going to show them some with the board. How life works.
Sophia, you gonna help me set it up.
Follow your lead, be your shadow, wanna be your only. When I'm in your presence, I wanna hold you closely. Give you everything I got, you is what you owe me. Ain't no probably. Wanna know how it feels having you on this side of me? Instantly, intimacy, enjoy your company. Tenderly and gently, that's the vibe for me.
You see what TT said? You heard what TT said?
Mm-hmm.
Hallelujah.
What up? What up? What up, family?
Hey, hey, hey.
I got some new shit today. It's called Gold Papaya. I ain't never had no goddamn gold papaya. Not gold papaya, golden kiwi. I grabbed some kiwis the other day, and it was golden. It's probably some GMO shit, or I don't know. They might grow gold, but the kiwi is golden.
Hey.
And it's beautiful.
It's golden,
and it's sweet.
Golden, gold. It is sweet. I mean, I like kiwi.
And it's great.
But I don't always like it because it be sour to me.
Yeah, I'm gonna talk about that. Remind me to talk about the fruit mukbang. I'm gonna show the class some with that example. And that was like a live right there on time. I'm like, I'm not doing it. I might as well be a fucking gay guy. I'm gonna sit there, swallow and suck on some fucking fruit. It don't matter if I'm with a woman, kissing my woman and shit. What I do with my woman is my private business. I don't want no motherfuckers looking at me, lusting at me and my fucking woman. If you want to lust just looking at me sitting up here looking fucking handsome with this dope ass beard and these dimples, you can do that. If you want to lust after her, but you never see me kiss Chris, or I never did that when Lynn was here, like kissing on camera. I don't show affection and shit. I think people be lusting after looking at you. I done had women tell me, I done dreamed about you and Chris having sex. I was like, you if you want to do a threesome, baby, just say it. Goddamn, don't act like that now. Don't say you done dreamed about me and Chris. If you have, that's weird to me. You know what I'm saying? But if you want to have a threesome, just say it. You know what I'm saying? Don't tell me you dreamed of me. Shit. That's how Selena got killed. That bitch killed Selena dreaming about her. You remember that chick was obsessed about her? I dream about Angela Bassett. I dream about shit that I can't do, that I don't think I can get. Like, I don't know if I'm gonna meet Angela Bassett. I don't dream about somebody in the class. That's I damn near I could ask them, hey, anybody in the class want to fuck? That's a question. Like, I don't, but long story short, I'm gonna get into that. Today, we want to talk about imagining yourself past the manifestation. I already passed it. It's came and gone. That's how I get happy joy. That's how I set myself up for the mode of the vibration to receive. I imagine myself past. It's people that I think are great people that are doing great things that I'm linking with, and I call them all John the Baptists, because I imagine myself passing them. Kevin Samuels was a form of John the Baptist, getting the world ready for me. I imagine past. You know what I'm saying? I imagine past for people in the class. Really. I imagine for y'all way bigger than you imagine for yourselves. Straight up. Because it's easier to imagine for somebody else way bigger than it is for yourself. It's hard for you to imagine for yourself. I could say I imagine fucking Fit Mel Shiver having an 8-pack, doing a fucking workout class like Olivia Newton-John. I can imagine that for her. That shit, I don't have to do no blood, sweat, and tears for that. I don't have to fucking exercise and set up no channel to just think that Hop gonna be a billionaire and Crook gonna be a billionaire with his restaurants, and Trey Prue gonna be driving trucks, doing her thing, sipping in conversations. They podcast gonna blow. Terrence is gonna be whatever. I don't have a hard time. Like the Bible said, pray for somebody. That's why people always say, pray for me. Because what they're really saying is, I can't imagine what I need for myself, so I need you to do it. Yeah. So I imagine past. I'm getting into my message a little bit. Yeah. But like I said, I imagine past that shit.
I guess that's why I want, like, again, another reason why I want to do Manifestation Station, because I could go past beyond what a person can do for themselves.
Yeah, exactly. And you know what? The Manifestation Station, I used to laugh at that shit. That shit is a great idea. The more and more I think, The more and more I think, somebody said, pray for my son to get off crack. The reason that she's soliciting the prayer from the church, because she be seeing this nigga steal TVs and shit.
Yeah.
The church don't know how bad he is out there.
Mhm.
She know how bad that motherfucker out there. He stole her
Mhm.
TV. He stole grandma's TV. She said, where the TV? He said, I spoke in the motherfucker like Gator.
Mhm. Mhm.
The reason
Yeah.
somebody said, pray for my mama who's sick in the hospital is because they know that they can't imagine past the sickness.
Yep. Yep.
And if you vibrate on the sickness,
Mhm.
you draw sickness. Whether you know it or not, when you go to the doctor and your relatives and your sick loved ones see you, your disposition affects how they feel about their own healing.
Mhm.
That's why they got this place. It's a cancer treatment place. They got like a fucking 80% survival rate of breast cancer. If you get it, they bring you there. It ain't even about no chemotherapy and medicine. You get it, they bring you there, and they let your family come with you and you live there. And they just have motherfuckers around you walking with you, exercising, just talking with you, like some Patch Adams type shit.
Mhm.
And those women that go there survive at an 80% rate.
Mhm.
Some of them be coming back from stage 4 cancer because they just like, get up with your day, go happy, let's eat some fruit, blah, blah, blah. Family members can come by. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it ain't nobody coming in there, well, you know, am I going to get the car?
Yeah, for real.
Black people, you could be laying there sick and they be like, well, mama, you got to sign this because who going to be this and who going to be that? And the old person like, God damn it, I ain't in the ground yet. I'm telling you, I didn't got into the message a little too much, but it's all good.
Chris Mayfield said, lesson already fire before we even get started.
Yeah, you got to imagine past some things. We just won't right now. I'm imagining what the hell done happened after the shit done came. So you know what time it is. It's time for us to go up here and see who was doing what.
Kicking in the door. Who kicking in the door? Who kicking in the door?
Our first 5 in line. Number 1, Tennessee Hot Chicken. She says, I appreciate my brothers and sisters. Number 2, the lovely Miss Sophia says, Happy Friday. Number 3, y'all already know what time it is. Razzle Dazzle said, hey, y'all. Chris Mayfield said, what's popping in the population? Vajra Cohen says, good morning, team. The process is the most interesting part.
Yep.
Do y'all say interesting or interesting? My granddaddy said, that's interesting. I said interesting, but I know that could be wrong or whatever. Who is number 6? We got, boom, Tim Thornton.
You are the one.
Ain't a goddamn thing bubbling for you, wonk wonk bye. You is the I'm fucking with shit. Your job is to come in and wrap up today's lesson and basically say what it means to you. It ain't no right and no wrong. It's just what it means to you.
That sounds like Uncle Sylvester when you just said that.
Ain't no right, ain't no
no
wrong.
wrong.
Yeah, that's, you know, I got that from
let
Uncle
Uncle
Sylvester
Sylvester-
saying.
Look, you should let Uncle Sylvester teach class one day. You got it from him. He's been living forever.
I'm gonna create a podcast with Uncle Sylvester.
Yes. What you gonna call it?
Some Blad TV type shit, like how he be sitting there with Blad. So Sylvester, when did you first get into the music game? He just hit me upside my goddamn head with a super chat. Woo!
Thank you, Hot Rod. Thank you.
Slapped me upside the goddamn head with a super chat. So then he asked him, so Sylvester, when did you get into the entertainment game? Well, I wouldn't call it entertaining when I was young. My mama used to set me out on the front porch and cars would drive by and I used to, you know, shake dance and do a little singing. And some old white man rolled up one day. He said, hey, man, that's rhythm and blues you doing, little boy. I only could speak 2-3 words at the time, mama, daddy, and shake. And I just stand up, mama, daddy, shake, mama. This motherfucker said he invented everything. He don't know how old he is. Sylvester don't know. That's my Uncle Sylvester West.
Oh,
They call him
man.
Sylvester because I ain't even gonna tell y'all why they call him
Yes.
Sylvester.
Can you do it tonight?
No. Sylvester West. That's my goddamn uncle. But yeah,
Saturdays with Sylvester.
it's time for you to do the recap, Chris.
The recap, baby. Yesterday's message was imagination is realization. And the way master teacher pulled that together again, here we go again. We know we don't know about no words. We don't know what these words mean. We just walking around talking, running our mouth. We don't know how to give power to a conversation, and we don't know when we killing it. We got to know. I mean, I think it's time for everybody. I mean, we got phones, but I'm saying, like, get you a dictionary app on there, and as you talking, just type in what this stuff means so you could just bring the best out of the conversation that you're having. My thoughts about it though was I couldn't imagine going back to school, because remember he said imagination is the realization, because really you imagine it because you think you could do it, right? It's already a thing when you imagine it. So I couldn't imagine going back to school, but the reason why I thought about it is because I imagined if I went back to school, meaning one day I was sitting there thinking, um, I want to go teach. I had my cosmetology license in teaching, but that's not DPS. So then I had to go and sign up for school. And then, I was just like, hey, I can't imagine going to school. But if I got to go to school, well, let me just see what I got to do to get back in school. Oh, shoot, I got to go to community college. I can't imagine going to community college first, then trying to go to a 4-year college. This process seemed like it's going to be too long. Then I went to the school. Then I was like, I can't imagine getting my bachelor's. Now here I am thinking about a PhD. But upon every thought of when I'm telling myself I couldn't imagine, I was saying it because I had already imagined. I had already realized that this was a possibility that could happen. So really, when you say nah, it's like you're crossing out what your blue is telling you to do. Nah, I can't do that. Like, you don't just wind up in the bathroom pissing, right? I mean, you know how at first you might feel like you got to pee a little bit, you feel a little inkling, be like, oh, I think I'm gonna have to pee. And if you run to wait to the last minute, like me, I run to the last minute like a little girl. However, you feel it for a second, and then it's like, oh yeah, for real, I got to pee. Then you go in there and pee. You realized it and you went. You don't imagine yourself just sitting on the toilet pissing. You imagine yourself getting ready to go pee. Think that make a little sense. Master teacher, are you ready?
Yes, ma'am.
Get it.
Imagine the end. That's a lot of times we don't imagine the end. We want to imagine the future, but I'm talking about the end. The end. You know, people with money, philanthropists, they imagine the end a lot, and they always getting a lot of money. When you're a philanthropist, you got it to give away.
Mm-hmm.
See, wanting some, there's an old saying, what they said, if you love somebody, let them go. If they come back, they truly yours. Mm-hmm. If you won't let them go, you're going to be miserable while you got them. So that's the thing about me and Chris that people don't understand. Me and Chris is so happy with each other because we're willing to let each other go.
Yeah.
And we don't want to be gone. Remember yesterday I said, my freedom constrains me. People look down on me or look down on my wife and say, well, y'all got an open relationship. Y'all are into polygamy, polyamory, whatever you want to call it. No, we do what the fuck we want to do. You put it in the words of what you want to put it at. So I was counseling, doing a one-on-one with this couple, and they were saying, I asked them, what are some of the things they do together that they like to do? They like watch TV together. And I said, well, what's y'all favorite show? They said P-Valley. A man and a woman favorite show together is P-Valley. Mm-hmm. And then they got into talking about monogamy and sex and how she's cheated and he's cheated. And I said, hey, if y'all watching P-Valley, won't y'all just go to an orgy or something? Mm-hmm. I can't imagine watching some shit like that with my wife. Like I said, if you want to see some romantic, you watch a romance, a rom-com. You want to see something funny, you watch a comedy. You want to see something to get you tough and feel good, you go watch 300. You want to go see a strip club relationship? It's got debauchery, listen. Well, you and your wife must be wanting to do some weird, freaky shit. Y'all need to go on out and do some shit together.
Mm-hmm.
What you mean? Nah, nah, nah. I said, well, you just said me and my wife polygamous and have an open relationship. Basically, she's saying she feel like he trying to get her to do some polygamy shit or some open shit because he watched me. Now, she watched me too when she liked me too for the shit I say about men, but she feel like he trying to use me.
Mm-hmm.
I said, well, me and my wife don't watch no nasty shit like that.
Mm-mm.
We don't watch no nasty shit like that. So y'all more nasty than us. Y'all openly admit to y'all. We said we open. We ain't never got on here and said what the fuck we done did.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all told me y'all watched that shit. Wow.
Yeah.
Philanthropist. Imagine yourself being a philanthropist. Imagine your shit self getting shit to give away. Watch this. I need to stop right quick. Side note. Because I told you to remind me about that shit, about that mukbang fruit shit.
Mm-hmm.
Now, watch this. Let me show you how this shit works so we can understand. There's a fucking that we'll use to justify doing shit. Watch this. Right here, live time. Chris said, why don't you try to do the mukbang? They got a special station. We can be a couple up there kissing, eating fruit and shit. My mind saying that's some pussy shit.
Uh-huh.
That's some shit a pussy ass nigga do. Put his woman on exploit and exploit himself for money. That's how my mind said. I could have said, fuck it. Put my body out here kissing for the spirit of people to see to make some goddamn money.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all remember that?
Mm-hmm.
My mind could have said, shit. I don't mind putting my body, my image out here kissing, eating fruit. Because we're going to get popular on the internet and make some money.
Mm-hmm.
My mind stopped that shit before I could even consider what it could do. My mind said, man, fuck that shit. Fuck anything I could get affiliated with that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck it. Now, you can go up there and do that shit if you want to. If it get too goddamn nasty, you look like you sucking on bananas and shit,
No.
I'm going to goddamn stop that. I'm not going to exploit my bitch. Now, this is the thing. Some people, you could say that to their mind, and their mind will instantly say, that ain't me. That ain't what I want to do. But then they'll say, fuck it. And think about the fame and the personality they're going to get and the money and how people say. But then their mind will always be fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
Out there doing shit for people and putting your body on display for the opinions of people. You say, fuck it, I'm going to do it.
Mm-hmm.
That's why people like Michael Jackson always be fucked up in the head.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck it, I don't care, man. I'm getting to this money. I'm going to sing my songs. I'm going to do what I want to do. Why are you so fucked up in the head? I think you're doing something your mind didn't want to do.
Mm-hmm.
Folks got all this money, all this shit, be fucked up in the head.
Mm-hmm.
Dyeing your fucking skin.
Yeah.
Not Michael Jackson, people do it in general. How do you have all this money doing all this plastic surgery? You must be fucked up in the mind. You just said, fuck what my mind think. I'm going out here and entertain my body and my spirit. So fuck it, I'm going to cut my face. Give me a new nose. Cut my whole nose. Change my ears, change my ass, change my titties, BBL, all that shit. I turn my body and mutilate my body for the opinions of the world.
Wow.
Fuck what my mind say. Your mind said, hey, you know that shit can fuck with you. Kanye's mama died doing that shit.
Yeah.
That was the example. That's just a side note. That's why I wanted to explain, like, hey, man, that ain't my thing. I'm not kissing no man. I'm not doing no weirdo shit for no motherfucking money. I ain't compromising who I am, because if I did and I got it said, fuck my mind, man. Mm-hmm. Like Steve Harvey said, I act like a motherfucking monkey for some money. No, I wouldn't. Shit I don't want to do, I ain't gonna do. I ain't gonna say fuck what my mind say and go out here and let my body and spirit on display, and then I'll be fucked up in the head. That's why a lot of us be fucked up in the head. Mm-hmm. We're putting our body and our spirit on display for attention, and our mind fucked up in the head. Mm-hmm. You know you got to be guilty when you go get your face beat and then look at yourself in your phone and say, my face is beat to the best I could get it beat. But it still don't look right.
Filter.
Let me put a filter on it.
Damn.
Change the beat up.
Man.
You know your mind fucked up.
Mm-hmm. Right.
But you getting the likes and shit out here. You said, fuck with my mind thing.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck it. Fuck it.
Mm-hmm.
Philanthropists, that's a side note. They got it to give. It keeps coming because they designated and know how much they gonna give away. Why do you think them motherfuckers got so much money? Because they imagine the end.
Yeah.
When I die, I'm gonna give 150 million to here, 800 million to there, 3 million to here.
Mm-hmm.
And because they're imagining and giving it away, they don't care about what they got so much, so it keeps fucking coming.
Yeah.
Poverty begets poverty because poverty people want to hold on so they don't get nothing. That open hand lets that currency flow. Listen to what I'm saying. Imagine the end. And they change it up. Hey, goddamn Johnson & Johnson, don't leave them what you said they was going to do. Them sons of bitches made me mad, Paul.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, take my goddamn grandson out the goddamn wheel. Put my goddamn niece on there. That son of a bitch made me mad. He ain't worried about death. You ever notice them motherfuckers live forever? Donald Trump want to run for president again. That bitch 80. And it ain't got nothing to do with no good doctors and shit. Because niggas get money and die quick.
Yeah.
They don't give enough away. Niggas die without wills. What's a will? Some will happen. A will.
Mm-hmm.
A last will and testament. I will give this to you. Poor people don't make wills because we're afraid to think about imagining past the end. The end. The end. I do it all the time. I got a good imagination to make me feel good. When I think about death, I just imagine it changed my mind. I don't get it. I got a good. I wrote it down. When I think of death, I have a death story that make me feel good. Mm-hmm. I've imagined my own death. Mm-hmm. And anytime a situation come up where death comes up, I imagine that same story and I feel better about death. Because when I die, Chris gonna already be gone. I've been outlived my wife. That's the first thing I want to do is outlive my fucking wife. Y'all think I'm playing. I don't want her to have to bury me. It's not for my own. I don't want her to be that sad. I know I can deal with the sadness of burying her. So when I die, Chris gonna already be gone. Only a year or two in front of me. Maybe 3, 4, 5, 10, 11, 12.
Just
anyway,
basic.
I'm gonna be like Hugh Hefner. I'm gonna have some younger bitches. I'm gonna be rich. And I'm gonna die on some pussy. I'm gonna die on some pussy. I'm gonna die an old motherfucking man who has given a lot of money away. Mm-hmm. I imagine that. I don't think about it like, oh man, death. Death is a bitch with afro puff, black, shiny, sweaty, like Belly. Mm-hmm. Remember Keisha and Belly walked up? Where the fuck has you been? That motherfucker sweating, black, afro puff, big ass titties. Big ass titties, black. She got a little bit of stomach, but you can still see her abs. It's like she's just a sandwich away from being a fat bitch, but she still got it. Black. Death don't scare me. Death is a necessary step that everybody has to take. I'm not talking about imagining death. I'm going to give you some strategies. I love the idea of thinking about sending my daughter off to college. Because how you imagine the end will affect how you go in the middle. Mm-hmm. How you imagine in the end will affect how you go in the middle. I love to imagine sending my daughter to college, but folks sitting around, I don't want my child to grow up. No, you don't. Why are you thinking that? They might die. You don't want your child to grow up. No, I imagine sending my daughter off to college because that lets me know I'll be alive.
Yeah.
No, I'm serious. Y'all think I'm playing. I'm just giving you a simple technique that I use. Source hit me today. I hear people say, well, man, you can't imagine your daughter having sex. No, I imagine my daughter growing up, getting married to a big dick man that eat pussy good, make a lot of money, take care of her. All she have to do is be like her mama. Chris gonna teach her everything. I'm imagining giving her away. I can't wait till the day I do the father-daughter dance. I can't wait till the day I give her to her husband. You know why? Because that means I'm gonna be here.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think about dying for it. That means I'm gonna be here.
Mm-hmm.
If I imagine giving her away, that means we got a good relationship.
Mm-hmm.
If I imagine giving her away, that means she is wife material.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm.
I imagine past the manifestation because she's here now. I think of what folks in this class are going to say about me and brag on me. That really keeps me feeling good. I imagine past. I imagine folks in this class going to talk about me and brag about me. Same way Crook said, hey man, I threw that rock and I got that property. The other day when I had that good message, he sent that goddamn super chat. I imagine he gonna say, man, that class that you did that, it was like that rock class. I sent that super chat, man, some shit happened. Boy, man, shit. I imagine Fit Nail losing her weight. I imagine everybody getting everything they wanted. And I imagine them on a motherfucking documentary and they saying, so, how did you do that? And it's like them sitting in front of a black wall with the board, and they be sitting there and they be like, man, bears and bubbles.
Yeah.
Rich motherfuckers.
Yeah, everybody
People
gonna be saying
people that
it.
got all their dreams.
Uh-huh.
And they say, how you do that? Bears
Bears
and
and
bubbles,
bubbles.
man. What you mean? Hey, man, I didn't have a lot of confidence. I didn't have a lot of this. I didn't have a lot of money. I didn't have a lot of that. This man taught me that it was 3 parts of me, and then he introduced me to a fuck it. I imagine my students in my class up here with chalk explaining this shit. So the boom, 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 and they looking at you like, what? And you turn around and like, hey, you asked me how I fucking got rich. You asked me how I fucking manifested these babies. You asking me how I manifested these businesses. You asked me how I manifested love in my life. You asked me how I remained happy until I got what I was looking for. So I just told you, man, it was a green line, man, and I drew some bubbles. I wrote some words in it, and I tried to stay here. When I float down here, I thought about, I ate my fruit. I didn't Craig Mama myself. I got my oatmeal in it. What is Craig Mama? Oh, you don't even have to understand it. You asked me how I got here. I imagine when my album dropped, and I imagine getting my Grammy. I already know what I'm gonna do when I get my Grammy. I'm gonna walk up on the stage, and when I get ready to grab the mic, I'm gonna say, I ain't got nothing to goddamn say. Fuck this goddamn Grammy, man. I don't give a fuck about y'all. Fuck y'all. I already know what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna retire early like Maxwell. I already know what I'm gonna do. I imagine them saying, hey man, how did you drop a Grammy Award-winning album and say fuck the Academy? Because I don't give a fuck about the Academy. I did it on purpose. Go back and look at Bears and Bubbles. I said that shit June 17th, day 54 in class. All this shit documented, man. I ain't doing nothing but documenting my life. I'm speaking it out loud. Remember I said you gotta speak it out loud and talk it out loud. Mm-hmm. I imagine what makes me feel good. I think about how my wife gonna say, yeah, I was there when he was making the album. He said he was gonna make an album called Crying and Cussing, and then he procrastinated. I didn't know. I just believed in my husband. And one day he sat down and he started making it, and I was like, is he gonna make this album like this? Just sitting here doing it at this keyboard, producing it, everything. I know he don't know how to fucking play keyboard or drum, but this boy somehow is fucking. So I was amazed. I was in awe. Oh yeah. I answered the questions for y'all. Same way you imagine a motherfucker seeing you fall on your face. You said, if I go home pregnant, this gonna happen. If I lose this gonna happen. Same way you imagine them folks cheering for you. The same way you imagine them folks cheering for you, or walking your ass. You gotta imagine them at the end. You gotta imagine somebody saying, yes, I bought the Fit Male Shower workout plan. Yes, child. Mm-hmm. That is one of the best workout plans I ever had. Girl, I just got a job. Yes, I work for Trade Food Trucking. Shit, girl. She told me she flunked the backup cash. I ain't believe that shit. I know I can do anything I want. Yes, everything I ever wanted gonna be given to me. Yep. Everything I ever wanted gonna be given to me. Yeah. The news got out. I supposed to be on the Charleston White podcast last night. Y'all know he's taking over the goddamn world. He's taking over the world. I was supposed to be on this podcast last night, but he got in late and it's got changed to June 21st. So I go for my man JR, who's one of my former students, telling me that he gonna put me on. Now Charleston White finna put me on. I'm actually meeting the celebrities of the fucking internet world, of the blogging shit. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, it is what it is. Who would have knew that? Who would have thought that? I don't know. I got a new page to goddamn promote. Yeah. So, hey, well, Charleston White, put my page out there. Appreciate you, brother. Just by a man being a man recognizing game. Yeah. I say everybody's John the Baptist for me. So I don't get put my mouth on no nigga. Fuck this person, fuck that person. Nah, I don't put my mouth on nobody. Mm-hmm. Because everybody's John the Baptist for me. One day I'm going to be sitting down with LeBron. LeBron going to be like, man, the shit you doing, man, bro, it inspired me. Check on her. Okay. The shit you doing, it inspired me, man. I say speeches all the time for the awards I get. I say them bitches out loud in the car. Chris will tell you, I be crying. What you mean? You cried at the Lion King? You imagine a cartoon lion killing a cartoon lion? Why can't you imagine yourself getting your speech, getting your community award for the kids, from the kids? Why can't you imagine yourself getting your wedding ring? I be crying, snotting. It makes me feel that good. It makes me feel no different than watching a movie and it's celebratory. I imagine the end, past this shit. I imagine past the manifestation. And it'll make you, if you imagine past the manifestation, you'll feel the feeling of already having it. And feeling the feeling of already having it is the feeling that you need to feel to receive it. Because focusing and beating the drum, boom, 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 I don't got it, I don't got it, boom, boom, I don't got it, I don't got it, I don't got it. That's not the right vibe you need to be in to receive. Focus on, man, I already got that shit. I done already got that shit. Man, I gave this house away in my mind. This house right here, Clark Studios, this is Clark Studios. This will end up being the house. I done already gave this motherfucker away in my mind. I got so much goddamn land in my mind. I done already willed that shit to my family in my mind. I want to give away shit. I'm not stingy with my woman, so I can have other women if I want to. Think about that. I'm not stingy with her or her life. I don't tell her life what to do. So she give me the freedom, but don't tell my life what to do. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, if you want to be stingy, you're going to attract somebody that's stingy. Yeah. I ain't never telling anybody to be like me, be like us. Some people ain't fine enough to be able to do that. Some people like, look, I just want one motherfucker because that's what I want. And if I can just get one, you know, I have a hard time getting one date. I get Netflixed and chilled. I have a hard time getting one date. I talk to sisters all the time. When the last time you been on a date? Years. I mean, a real date. Yeah. Well, if you want to go on a date, imagine yourself burning your husband. Mm-hmm. Imagine burning your husband. Yeah, man, I'm going to imagine past this fucking date. We're going to get on past this date. You focusing on, I ain't had a date. Start imagining, man, I'm like 40 Avenue. I had to burn James.
But you know what? It's so you don't get.
I was just joking with that one, but that was the extreme one. But it is the truth. All you gotta do is imagine the past, what you want.
But well, it's a person on here that actually buried his wife, so he had responded to it. So this message is really gonna help him. So
that's good. That's maybe that's the source. Maybe it's the Holy Spirit raining down on me. I don't know. What I'm saying, imagine past what you want. All you're doing is focusing on the absence of what you want. It's not here yet. It's not here yet. Mm-hmm. And that's what you're sending out into the universe. Mm-hmm. It's like that commercial. It said, that AutoZone commercial, Auto Trader. Y'all remember, the girl walked in the spot. She said, I want a blue truck. Mm-hmm. Thousands of blue trucks came up. She said, I wanted to be only 10 years old. And a lot of them went away. Mm-hmm. She said, then I wanted to only have 100,000 miles. A lot of them went away. Mm-hmm. Then she said, I wanted to have air conditioning and power steering. All of them went away. Then she said, I wanted to only cost this much. And there was one truck left. She knew exactly what she did want. Yeah. And that's how the universe is. Yeah. When you know what you want and you can be that specific and sure and maintain that feeling, that's what imagining past does. Mm-hmm. I already know I'm going to give my goddamn minivan away. I told y'all last time I went to my brother's house, I had an imagination which realized an image. I saw myself, I said, Chris, next time I drive down here, I'm going to be driving a fucking gray Honda Odyssey minivan. She said, wow, I believe that it's 11:11. Look at the clock. That's why we have all our clocks different. I said, well, to tell you the truth, I seen it up the street from the house. The other day, I said, man, I sure would like that 2011 Honda minivan. Just a simple man. Just a car to ride. Just a minivan. Why? Make me feel like a family man. When I had my minivan, man, I felt like a goddamn family man. When I had my minivan, man, I ain't even have a baby then. It just made me feel good. Mm-hmm. Pull up, hit the button. Y'all get in, the door slide on. Made me feel good. Mm-hmm. I never imagined myself in no Ferrari, no Porsches and shit, because I never looked at myself as being rich as a child. Growing up, I wanted to be a teacher and a family man. So when you get into fancy cars, I'm like, man, them shit's too big for me. Money don't mean a lot to me. Money don't mean a lot to me. People like me are poor, righteous teachers. It's not saying I'm going to be poor, but a poor, righteous teacher have more in each time of society. Back in the day, a poor, righteous teacher, all he got was his dick sucked and his food. Back in the day, the poor righteous teacher said, now if you want this advice, I'm going to sound like a Native American poor righteous teacher. Okay. You know how the Native Americans sound? Young wolf, if you want this advice, you must bring me 2 virgin girls.
That's y'all master teacher, okay?
Young Thick Thighs. That's her name. Young Thick Thighs. You seek advice from the elder. You want to know what you should do. So just open your legs. Let me stop.
That's y'all master teacher.
I'm being dumb. But ain't that how Native Americans sound to me in all the movies? You must meet the wind. You must go forth and meet the wind. I have more fun up here. I'm not even high. I don't even be high anymore. I have more fun up here. Young wolf. Young wolf, you must dominate. But first, in order to dominate, you must eat this cow's heart mixed with this drink. Here, hold up, motherfucker, that's gonna cost. It's gonna cost you 2 bits 3 goats. They don't put S on them. 2 bitch, 3 cow, 1 14 horse. I'm really done with the lesson, so I'm just
y'all master teacher.
I'm done with the lesson. I'm just
that is y'all.
You have to look. I gotta make it seem like I'm ending it right. Okay. You have to think past in order to think now.
Young grasshopper.
2 horse, 4 goats. Now, for real though, sometimes you have to realize these people with all this stuff, they keep getting more. They don't give a fuck about it now. And they've already planned on what's going to happen with it after they die. So they keep getting more and more. They don't go out buying Ferraris and Lamborghinis. They give shit away.
Yeah. Bill
Gates give away millions of dollars to research.
Yes. If
somebody just slapped us with a goddamn super chat. We don't acknowledge part or half. You must be full Cherokee, Blackfoot, in order to reap the benefits of the native tribe.
My great grandma said we was Blackfoot.
I'm Indian, man. I'm Indian.
And I didn't want to be because it was called Blackfoot.
Hey, look, hold up. Chelsea Green. Thank you for the super chat, Chelsea. She just slapped us upside the goddamn head with a super chat. Rodney. Okay, I already did Rodney, but let's give him another. A lot of people don't know this. I don't really want to get into it, but I'm going to just do it. Y'all do your own research. Juneteenth, the people down there were Native Americans that were freed last. There was a tribe of Native Americans. They weren't even Africans. A lot of people don't know this, but there were more Native American slaves than blacks. Because what happened was, after the slave trade, first of all, they won't even bringing women over here in the beginning. It was a torturous journey to bring a woman with a period on a boat. She gonna die. You know, this was a very torturous journey. And they ain't need none but male laborers. So when they outlawed the slave trade, that's when they started bringing women. And what they did, a lot of times they would capture Indians and make them slaves and say they was black. See, black people think that black skin is just us. Yeah. It's motherfuckers in Asia dark as us. Mexicans dark as us. So black skin is just not us. But yeah, the Juneteenth, check it out. When you get a chance, just Google it. Look up a little information about that. Those were Native Americans down there in Texas. I ain't lying. Check it out when you get a chance. Yeah, Chris. Time to wrap the lesson up, man. What you think?
I thought it was a great message. It made me think about writing the will. In one of my classes, when I first started, when I first got to that 4-year college that I was telling you I didn't think I could ever go to.
It was obituary.
You had to write the obituary.
Yeah, I remember that assignment.
And so many people in the class didn't want to, but I don't know. Think we hadn't even started Beds and Bubbles, but I was just excited to write it. Like I wasn't scared like everybody else was. And I think that's what allowed me to see past what I wanted. And there I said I wrote that I was going to get a PhD just because I was seeing past what I wanted right then, because I couldn't imagine myself getting my bachelor's. I said I was going to write 3 books. I actually named them and didn't even know what they would be about. However, now I know what those 3 books are going to be about. I'm for sure I'm going to write it. Like there's so many things that I wrote down of me just thinking, what would I want people to say about me? Well, when you ask yourself that, what would I want people to say about me when I die? It will make you look past what you want, because you're going to look at your life in the totality. Like,
and it'll make you live to accomplish that.
That's why I ain't worried. I don't think about death. And I've had some things happen to me where to me I've come close to death, and I don't look at it like I'm going to be gone anytime soon because I haven't written the books yet. I haven't finished getting my, doctorate yet. Like I know that these things are coming to me. Already said I was going to be a singer songwriter. I got 2 albums out. Regardless, it doesn't matter who knows it. Right now, though, we could damn. I'm the new Zora Neale Hurston. That's how I feel. So she got more popular in her death. So to me, everything I'm doing is really just about leaving something better for the future to be able to tune and tap into. I don't think, it's because we don't have what I'm saying, we don't have as much great things that are trending, in front of everything else in the media. So when this new generation is coming up, I want them to be able to find what we did. You know what I'm saying? And we're not, back somewhere where you can't. So I'm totally fine and doing everything because my legacy will be here. I'm gonna have great grandkids. Somebody gonna eat off of what's happening today. So I thought about that. So
that's how they control the world. All they thinking about is the next 200-300 years after they gone.
Yep.
They thinking about after they gone.
Yep.
You know what I mean? It was something you had said that had made me think something.
Legacy, obituaries.
Nah, go ahead.
Okay.
Well, I'm leaving it open. I'm putting that link up for anybody who want to speak.
So I would challenge anybody to or suggest write your obituary. Write your obituary, and that will help you give yourself a blueprint. Start to map that type of thought process out.
What up, bro?
Hey, what's going on, Bossman?
Hey.
You already know.
I can dig it. I don't know what this lesson meant to me. Imagining, what happens afterwards. That's putting that pen to paper, just kind of, all right, I want this. That's your goal. And then what happens afterwards? Well, I didn't want this. I didn't want this. And then I even flipped the page after that. All right, that first thing that I said I want, how do I get that? How do I get that? How do I get that? And then that just goes that individual goal setting. And eventually I'm like, all right, it looks like I can do it at this point. It no longer looks like super, super big. It's manageable now. And then I have to double check that manageable thing because you look at something, you're like, all right, now it looks easy. And then as soon as you like actually get to the first store, you're like, damn, I probably should have made a list. Don't get me wrong. At this point, I'm at the point where it's routine to fall flat on my face.
Yeah.
So I got a limit on how much preparation I do on certain things. Like once I'm so confident on it, I'm like, all right, made roughly a list. Gets like when you grilling, I'm getting hot dogs, hamburger buns, at least 2 different types of meats, whatever's on sale. And then I don't know, make sure I got condiments downstairs before I leave out the house.
Mm-hmm.
And on something new, I'm layering it up. Like, all right, I don't know what this looks like. And I can just track my mind racing, trying to calm itself down, just listing everything out. At that point, that's when I know whether this is something super new to me or something not as new. If I just keep making lists and I can't get confident. Once at that point, it's just how much is at risk? Can I ask for help? And is it a problem if I just dive right in, like at a swimming pool? Like,
yeah,
I can go get water wings, I can go get the life raft, but eventually you gotta dive right in. And that's when I do like a risk assessment. Like, all right, can I afford to just dive right? And all my friends at the pool beside me to save my black behind if I aren't as good as I think, or this ain't as easy as I thought. Like I put resources in place to like guard myself and allow me to be more bold.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I like what you said about that because it reminds me of when math teacher said it's like knowing when to be general or specific. So I had said it's like being general in the moment when you are specific in the future. You get what I'm saying? And as you map it out, like you said, it's going to show you, hey, this thing that you think is you dreaming past what you want is really super attainable. You never just broke it down in your mind, or like you said, it lets you know when you may have to sort out these step 2s that master teacher has been talking about. It just and you can see how this can come into fruition. So that go back to when you said it controls what's happening in the middle time, in your meantime, when you dream past that. So yeah, I can see. I knew you would break that down just because of how you do that analyst type stuff.
Sophia said that's deep. She said,
Man,
right,
oh, go ahead.
write out your obituary. I used to get anxiety just thinking about that. It's really your life success journal. Yeah.
Yep.
In college,
Yeah.
they always actually do that in college. Like, and it's like you writing it down and you really think about what you want to be, because you, like, even in my journals that I journal every day and I'm writing, I've imagined people reading those.
Yep, me too.
You know what I'm saying? I got so many journals I write and I say, hey, somebody gonna read this shit one day. You know what I'm saying? And it be times that I so imagine someone reading it one day that I might be like, I ain't gonna put that in there. I ain't gonna say that. You know what I'm saying? Some shit that I'd be like, I'm gonna fuck her again. I'd be like, I ain't gonna put her name.
So on that, like, because I write a lot of stuff down too, I realized that I have enough notes on explaining myself. So the notes going forward are for me, and anyone who finds my notebooks will probably find the first one. So I started leaving less details for everyone else. At this point, it's for me, and that allowed me to move faster. Because it's like I'm not making second thoughts on what someone else is going to read way down the road. I'm like, they'll figure out how to translate from the first 10 journals. At this point, I'm doing high level details, and if you don't understand it, go study something.
Yeah, I feel you. I appreciate you, bro.
No, hold on. Quick thing. That general to specific thing.
Yeah.
Man, so that's so useful in my day-to-day speech now. When perfect example, my dad likes to do drive-by criticism.
Yeah, just drive up and be like, boy, you're fucking up. You ain't got what do you mean by that?
Yeah, no, I don't even say what do you mean anymore. I'm like, how about this? Let's get real specific. What am I fucking up on? Hey, the other day he got studied. He was like,
boy, let's go get something to eat. I just came back.
He didn't want to finish that conversation. I was like, nah, come back here. Come back. I got you. Come back here.
That's what I do to people in my one-on-one. When the first thing they'll say, my husband or my wife or this, I'll say, give me 3 examples.
And get real specific, Dad.
Motherfuckers be like, I just don't like the motherfucker. I'm gonna be honest. I ain't feeling them no more. I be like, well, give me 3 examples of why you want to leave your wife. And they be like,
and it make them think. They just look at you like, all right,
man, the bitch just evil, man. I ain't want the bitch when I married her, man. I'm like, oh, okay, well, there you go. See how I got you to say that?
Yeah, well, you ain't have to throw her under the bus. It might have been your decision making. Let's bring this on accountability. What can you do about this, and how to? Again, let's get real specific.
Yeah, exactly. Like when Taz said, I appreciate you, Vondry.
Oh,
like
yeah.
When Taz said in class, he asked his girl, what do you need? What do you want? And she was like, nah, I don't really know. Takir, what is that?
Trying to respond.
Takbir Black, have you guys ever considered doing a basketball meet and greet, since the majority of us most likely? Yes, we definitely talked about it. I'm trying to figure out where it's gonna be. Then I really realized I'm like, it needs to be here. Not if not specifically here, somewhere in North Carolina. Shit, this is where I live. This is this is the headquarters. So it'll be easier for everybody to come to us than us go to everybody, you know what I'm saying? So we'll have it somewhere here in North Carolina, but we'll have it somewhere at a retreat or something close by, so we can venture out to the house and everybody see the house and see the set, how all this shit go. And I'll do a little cookout or something here,
and we do
whatever.
Sometimes
we're gonna
people
do something
come
nice.
by from. It's people up on this timeline from class that has come to meet us just on their own. They're passing through. We've had some special trips. We've had people bring us to where they were because they wanted us to be a part of their event. So yeah, we're always trying to think about how to get us all under one umbrella.
Definitely hit us up, Miss Sophia, when you come to Greensboro.
Yeah.
If all hearts and minds are clear, man, y'all know what time it is. You can PayPal us at J Clock Products. You can Zelle us at the special 919-292-5374. And you can Cash App us at the Master Teacher. You just kicked me in the balls under the table, Crystal. I like the drop jazz just now.
Full court press, you know what you need. Someone that's about you, girl. I'm selfish, that's out of your chest. No, it's gold, it's a treasure. It's kinda cold right now. Let me keep you warm in this weather now. Loving you is my calling. Girl, I'm ready to put my all in, yeah. I'ma show you what it feels like to be loved. Hold you down when we pop out, girl, I hold you up. No other feeling compare. My intuition sends your love in the air. Baby, just so tired if you feel that you scared. I know the way you feeling really feel like it's real.
Said, Daddy, get my fat legs off that screen, Daddy. Said, don't body shame me, Daddy.
Enjoy your company. Tenderly and gently, that's the vibe for me, yeah. Get you ain't going nowhere. This day to love, girl, I wanna go there. You the biggest trip, I don't need no mind clear. Girl, I'm ready, let me know whenever your mind clear. You take an inch or a mile, I'll take it with you. The life you wanna create, baby, can I make it with you? Stay down, let's get it, girl, I wanna run this cake up with you. Yo, not you better, don't you ever bring no maker with you. Babe, I'm serious, I don't mind playing the long game. Follow your lead, be your shadow, wanna be your home.
Yeah, fam, I just had a thought about manifestations and seeing your past and seeing by the end. I always called myself the Dada, and I always saw myself raising your sons before I had my own child. And I did that. And now at this stage of my life, where I'm at in my life, you know, a lot really don't matter to me. I mean, it's like I love this little girl romantically. Like how they try to make it like a man and woman should love each other, how they should touch each other. That's them trying to sexualize a child, a little girl and her father, or a mother and her son. They're trying to make a woman want to lay up on a man like that. That shit ain't really real. That's romance. That's some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? But this little girl at this state in my life, like the peace, that the joy that she brings me.
Yeah.
So it's like, that's why I manifested past. I'm like, okay, after I raise her sons, then I have a child. I'm sitting here 44 years old with this little girl. I wanted a girl because I didn't want to have to deal with boys and teaching the boy about blackness and this and being a man. And this little girl allows me, you can't fuck a little girl up with love and nurturing them. You can fuck a little boy up with too much of that, but you can't fuck a little girl up. You can only teach her what she's supposed to get in life through that. You know what I'm saying? So,
hey, can you somebody wants can you put Zaki's link up? Sorry, cut you off. Yeah, you can't. So yeah. And it's the thing I realized that I don't know if I told the story that time when I had seen this dude and he had picked me up and swung me around. And I ain't know, I never had nobody like pick me up and swing me around. I came home and told Master Teacher about it. And I was like, yo, when a woman takes her daughter away from her father, she's missing the moments like that she would share. Like for that mom, I felt like a little girl. And so you got a little girl, you got a woman looking for this thing that you get from your daddy. And usually a father can't even, if he is in the house, a father at some point, because of how perverted they make everything, a father can't even be everything he wants to his little girl without, fear of being judged on how involved he is with her, or how the mother will get jealous about the time that a father puts into his daughter, and so, Don't take away from your kids something you ain't never had because you think you didn't need it. And value your relationship with your mate no matter what, because both of y'all bring what you need to the one individual. The baby has to be balanced. That's how you become balanced, when you have both.
Well, there it is, y'all. If all hearts and minds are clear, we're going to hit y'all with a E Handala Robo Shy A Shakiete or Robo Bobo Shy. Yay, source. Dabba do that. Man. Team on 3. 1, 2, 3. Team. We'll see y'all Monday. Y'all enjoy y'all weekend. Stay on your fruit fast. Stay on your veggie fast. And look, we're going to keep living because this fruit is meat for us.
Yep. Hey.